Hi, I'm Natalie Speakman. I am here to share my experience, my strength, and my hope with those who might watch this video that might be struggling in their life. This video is mainly targeted to people in recovery from any kind of addiction, but anyone who finds this video and is at a place in their life where they might be stagnant, hopeless, depressed, miserable, especially feeling shame, guilt, regret for the past, or generally feeling stuck, I want to speak to you today. I was in that place myself. I have had a long struggle through my life of addiction and finding recovery. And then in having recovery, having other addictions come up in my life that brought me back down again. And I came to a level of awareness and functioning in my life where I was still sober in AA, and I haven't had a drink in over 17 years. But I also have acted out in other addictions in my life through the years that have caused much pain and misery for myself and those people around me. And what I found, I thought of this a long time ago. Once a certain level of recovery is reached in AA, and this is just my own perception and my own story, it seems that there's a plateau that is reached for a lot of people in 12-step programs, where there's becomes a level of stagnation, unrest, unfulfillment, and disillusionment. And I see and have seen in the program many people not having true recovery in other areas of their lives, in overeating, in relationships. Those are the two biggest ones that I've seen and that I personally have had struggles with in my past as well. And I'm saying this from an aspect of love, and just seeing people and knowing that there can be more. That there have been so many people with long-term sobriety that have chosen to pick up a drink or a drug again or act out in their chosen addiction. I have almost done that quite a few times in the time that I've been in the program, and thank God that I have not. But I think that there is a need for a new level of recovery, a specialized place, specialized tools for people that are in long-term sobriety, that no longer struggle every day to not pick up a drink or a drug, but just are living life and struggling. If it's with other addictions, or if it's with depressions or emotions, anxiety, mental health issues. I have had my own struggles in this, and what I had to come to was coming to a place where I could no longer keep going on in my chosen addiction. And like I said, this is not alcohol or drug related, but for me, these were behavioral addictions that I acted out in. I had to come to a place where I could no longer keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result and waking up every day and feeling so desperate to change. And even though I had the support of a 12-step model, not feeling much hope in it, feeling that I had grown beyond it or just changed in a way to where I was wanting something different and not judging it in any way, of course. Um, I had to come to a place of being honest with myself about my situation, not being in denial, and not thinking that I know everything or that I have my shit together. Um, Acknowledging that my way was no longer working. It's basically the same process that I went through whenever I got sober at 22 years old, that I had hit a bottom. But this time I had hit a bottom with my emotions and with other behaviors in my life that were addictive. And I could no longer function that way. I had to become willing. I had to have willingness to be open to new ways of thinking and being and doing. I had to be willing to do things that I had never done before. I had to be willing to change, willing to surrender, and willing to trust in the unknown. And I had to have another level of desperation that initiated change for me in my life, and to be willing to trust the outcome. And so what my plan is to share about the things that I have done, the places I have been, the struggles I have had, so that you know that you are not alone and that you also can have a life worth living, not worth existing in. I always think about my first few months sober in AA and just waking up to that flowering of the pink cloud that we so often talk about in the program. My pink cloud was amazing. I remember one day just looking around and blinking, looking at the sunlight. It was like blinders had fallen off my eyes and I was existing in the world for the first time. I had a level of awareness, I had a level of joy and completeness and just awakening to life instead of existing. And through those experiences of being on that pink cloud, doing the steps of the program, then feeling the benefits of that, I just let myself slide back into existing again, but without alcohol and drugs. And I just have such a heart for those out there that may be struggling, feeling like they can't get that feeling back, that it's been so long, maybe feeling that, maybe you're just going to meetings and you're wanting more, but you don't know where to turn. I also was there, and I am now on a pink cloud again. And I am so excited to share my transformation with you all and to give you hope that there is another pink cloud out there for you and that you deserve it and that you're worth it and that you have been chosen. You've been chosen for a life of sobriety, but also a life of inspiration and transformation. And not just when you first got sober, but again and again. Because there are so many people in this world that need help. And we all have a unique voice to share. and people will listen. So I'm really excited to be doing this, and thank you so much for listening.